street,
squares,
plazas,
parks,
atriums,
malls,
community center,
indoor spaces,
outdoor places,
public spaces.
the public realm.
The public realm consists of the common places in our towns and cities that we move through and linger within freely every day. It is the common spaces shared by the society which facilitates people to interact, to share, to build, and to strengthen communities. The field of architecture, urban planning, and design is primarily about shaping the world.
As architects, we are responsible for forming not only a project's program, but also its large civic role of enriching the community and fostering public life. After all, the public realm is literally defined by buildings. Each building we design should focus on the people who inhabit it and the activities in and around it. Our design should aim to creative, imaginative, elegant, and practical solutions unconstrained to the allocated plot and instead nurture the public life around it as well.
Invariably, these solutions should be informed by historical context and the character of each individual city or town, in order to bring a strong sense of identity to the place and ignite a sense of belonging in its users. However, irrespective of where you are, some things remain consistent. Diversity, flexibility, adaptability, inclusivity, connectivity, sustainability. A good public space should have these attributes and more. It should be a place for everyone to coexist. Only architecture that considers human scale and interaction is successful architecture.
A good city is like a good party. People stay longer than real necessary because they are enjoying themselves.
Nothing in this world is more simple and more cheap than making cities that provide better for people.
Cultures and climates differ all over the world, but people are the same. They will gather in public if you give them a good place to do it. A good architectural design should respond to the people's need at a micro and macro level.
The permeable design of the market links the urban scape with the market space, connecting the urban fabric and providing a multicultural arena for people to gather.
The underground railway station consists of multiple levels overlooking each other, creating a network of seamless visual, physical, and social connection. The building's permeability adds to its accessibility, making the design a focal point of the city.
By linking the cultural center, civic square, urban park, and museum, the cultural center extends the public functions and thus the public life into the building.
The roof of the design is a public space harmonizing with the surrounding mountain regions, while the underground space facilitates the function of the cultural center.
The environment center provides a green space in a rapidly urbanizing city for people to bond with nature. The design is oriented towards the public where experience leads to awareness. The use of waste materials and a new building typology where the design allows the forest to grow into the building instead of letting the building grow into the forest. The resort flows with the physical context of the site, and the temporary structure lets nature grow over time while creating a rhythmic connection between closed and enclosed spaces to spark curiosity in visitors.
This resilient and sustainable resort design adapts to climate changes and is a replica of nature that incorporates the modern trends in a futuristic way.
Going against gentrification, which segregates people, this project introduces a new organic spatial system to the existing blocks of Beta to strengthen the socio-cultural life.
The design takes gem mines as a reference and creating a space for community and economy advancement, in addition to habitable space for research while addressing the flooding issues in Ratnapura.
Identifying the cultural background around the Mother Church, the Community Empowering Center creates a culture through architecture to uplift the living standards of villagers.
The Woodcraft Technology Center is designed to promote the community industry as a recognized source of income to the locals.
This mutualistic living wild elephant conservation village stands to accommodate and enrich the relationship between the border village community and wild elephants.
Lack of planning at city level result in monofunctional building programs. The project aimed to mitigate the urban loss phenomenon in the city and connect the public spaces in a holistic approach, giving importance to see how the building develops within the site. The design introduces a program that caters to a wide range of public functions.
Using scale, volume, shape, light and texture, this design uses architecture as a tool for storytelling.
Taking the tragic landslide in Meethotamulla as an example of a wicked problem, the design focuses on restoring the marshland to its original status, all the while providing a community center that acknowledges the society.
In architecture school, we learn that architecture is primarily about problem solving. It is mandatory for our projects to address the physical, environment and social context in our designs.
However, post-graduation in the real world, the design objective seemed to change. The contemporary approach to the design of built environment prioritizes money over social well-being.
Our architecture does not represent our culture or tradition, the things that define who we are and bring us together as a society.
The new generation of architects, urban planners and designers must decide the legacy we leave behind.
Do we want to make more money, or do we want vibrant, animated, welcoming cities that reflect our values and our cultures and most importantly, unite us in this rapidly diversifying world?